Yes, it's 7 p.m. It's Friday night. Your weekend starts right here. Yes, it is the last instalment of Craft Hole. It is the last instalment, your last show of the week before the weekend begins here tomorrow with Ben, bright and early. But myself and Craig, we are bringing this Monday to Friday session to a close, aren't we, Craig? How are you?
We absolutely are. What a great way to end the week with not only yourself, Joe, but of course on an incredible Craft Hole. It is Friday night. Who needs Coronation Street and EastEnders? And I don't think Gogglebox is. That's next week, I think. So who needs that? You've got Craft Hole. You've got us.
Absolutely. You've got Craft Hole. You've got great deals as well as top quality banter. So what more could you need on your Friday night? We're going to ease you into the weekend in style. Loads of you chatting away. You're very, very chatty tonight, which I love. Rosalind's in, says last one for the day. It's been a blast. Will's here, the crafty crafter, in a very cold Hastings. I bet it is freezing down there on the south coast. Diana says they get more fun. They got more fun as the day went on. Let's hope we continue to be more fun. Or it could go downhill from here. It was, well, I mean, it was touch and go, wasn't it? Craig's gone already. It was touch and go in the earlier show whether we're going to keep it together, Craig. So who knows what will happen in this one. Judy is in Colorado. Tracy is saying hi. Sally's here, George's mate. Lisa's saying hi as well. Mitzi in Virginia. Lynn's in. Paula's here. You are Gun Hei Fat Choi, says Fred. Oh, it's Happy Chinese New Year from the San Francisco Bay Area. Happy New Year. Happy Lunar New Year. Chok Mang Nam Moi to our Vietnamese viewers. We don't have any, but I know how to say it, so I thought I would. We're going to kick out with a sellout. Kick off with a sellout. We did warn you it was going to go in the earlier show, didn't we? The Shaker Card Collection. It has... I was going to throw it, but I'm not going to because I'm nice. I'm going to pop it over there. Now, very quick on that. Something else you need to be super fast for this evening is the Hunky Dory collection. It's the Midnight Rainbow. It is limited stock. You get the Midnight Rainbow in here. What you also then get as well is you get that fantastic little book in there as well, which is awesome. So you're getting all of that for that awesome price. That is why it is already limited stock. So you're going to need to be quick for it. We're going to start off with Friends, Woodland Friends is where we're going to start. And this is a gorgeous collection. Nature's Garden, close to half price for Club Inspired Platinum members on this one. You've got the Woodland Bunny, who's going to be perfect for your Easter crafting. You've also got in here as well this beautiful flourishing floral frame. You're going to get these gorgeous toppers in here, which are great for your easels and your stacked easels. And you're going to get 2 sentiments in there as well, which is absolutely fantastic. £30 or $36 if you want to get those. As a platinum member, $24.40 or $28.80. Let me move these out of the way because I need to show you these guys over here. The foil animals are amazing deal on these just here for you. What you've got in here is you've got the stag head, you've got the dancing dragonflies and the papillon frame there as well. Papillon. So happy. I got one live in for the day, says Carol Black. So happy to have you here with us, Carol. It has been absolutely awesome. Now we've got a fantastic discovery kit as well available for you on the show. Let me just show you what you're getting in here. You are getting the awesome concept design discovery kit, which is brilliant because if you want to learn how to do, maybe you've got a budding architect or fashion designer in the family, you're going to be able to create these awesome things here. So it's going to teach you all of the techniques that you need to create these, and you've got that fantastic pumpkin cardstock in there, which matches beautifully with the classics that you've got in there. You've got the art, you've got all the how-to in there. You've got 5 of the classics, you've got an art liner, and you've got some worksheets as well. Brilliant value there, that one, saving you over a third, which is awesome. Right. We've got one more to share with you as well, which is the Snowflake Collection, which is this one just here. Let me share this. You've got the beautiful, this is your Grande Snowflake just there. And then you've got this one just here. Now this is your frosted window. Great for shaker card. So if you miss out on the other one, this would be a great one to go for instead. So do grab that, £22 or $28. Rose is saying hi from a very, very cold Colorado. Hello there. Sally Bond says, we're all here waiting for you to finish work so you can take us out for a night on the town. If only you could see how glam we all look, ready to paint the town red. I bet you do, Sally. Wouldn't that be lovely? That would be really, really lovely, wouldn't it? Right, Craig, Woodland Friends is where we're going to start, I believe, isn't it?
It's such a good collection as well. Nice one when it comes to the colour tones as well. Maybe you don't want it as bright when it comes to the spring or the sunshine, then it's a bit more muted as well. Not necessarily autumn and winter, but it's nice to just rein it back slightly. So what I'm going to do to start with is I'm going to use the stamp and die set of the Flourishing Floral frames. So this is the one I'm going to use, so you could be creating your frames, your aperture, again your shaker as Joe alluded to a moment ago. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a bit of stamping and we're also doing die cutting. It's a stamp and die, Joe, so you can, in most cases many will stamp and then die cut. I prefer to die cut and then stamp because it gives me a more definitive edge to line up my stamp with. So therefore, what I'm going to do is let's bring in our white card, and I tell you what, let's even show, because these go through the Gemini Mini, let's show you that one. So I'm going to chop my card down and we're going to run it through. So if you are using the Mini or even the MIDI, you're using your folder base. So all that we're doing is popping that within the folder, and we're going to run that one through. Running it through, this is going to die cut the aperture as well as the outline that you can see here. So this is what it's given you. What we're going to do, Joe, is we're going to do that twice. Now, because of the aperture, it gives you a little bit of a perfect circle. Keep it, use it, and try it somewhere else within your crafting. So, because we don't need it within this one here that we're doing. But let's just take away that excess again. A bit like your folders when it comes to the Gemini. Now I know obviously the focus isn't on the actual Gemini machine, but while we're doing it, if you're using the Mini or the MIDI, always flip and rotate your folders as well, just like you would do with your Gemini plates. So what we can do is we can take this one out, and then if we peel that one away, gives us our outline. What it also does, when it comes to the stamp and die set, you get your additional components as well. So you've got some leaves, you've got some flourishes as well. But what we can do, taking these two, we're going to bring in the stamp here. So if I bring these two in, and then this is where you start to build and you start to layer. So you've got the outside edge, you've got the two flourishes for the edges as well. So what I'm going to do is, you can do them together if you want, Joe, or you can do them separate. It is up to yourself.
Lynn Harvey says, hi Joe, did you get our photo where our waiters were in aprons and bow ties only? It was a cheeky night out. Lynn, I haven't seen it, no doubt we did receive it and we decided not to show it, I would imagine. Georgina's saying, yeah, it wasn't quite PG enough to be shown, Lynn, but I mean, you're a woman after my own heart, you really are. Where was it, I want to know? We did get the other photo of you and the girls, which we did show, but tell us more about it. And what was the BBC? That was the bit that we didn't get. Let us know, Lynn.
Yeah, sorry, yeah, I wasn't sure if maybe you were still carrying on with that, or if I was
No, I was done, that was it, Romeo done.
So stamping, I'm using all the components together, Joe. These ones at each side, they are different and they will match the two different sizes. So what you can see is we can line them up. What I would do as well, so if I bring it this way, and I'm thinking of this offhand, because we are personally positioning them where we are, can we see how, what I needed to do first, so we can get that to match there, but obviously we've not got it in line at the bottom. So what I'm going to do, let's slightly rectify that. Let's take them ones off just now. And what I'm going to do, just because I popped my fingers in it, I'm going to re-ink that circle. So we're going to do the circle first, and then I'm just letting George know that I'm away to stick my head in the way, which you don't want to see. So I'm going to line that one up, and this is why I like to do the die cutting first, because what happens, certainly when we're using our purple mat, I get that definition line of the white cardstock against this purple drop, so I can see where my stamp's going. So if I remove that one, we've got that perfect stamped outline. So what to do is, let's do the second one at the same time, and we can pop this one into place. What I'll do is, if you wanted to do them all at the exact same time, I'll show you a way in which you can do that. So let's stamp that one out so we can see we've got that one there. So that's just got two of them. What we can then do now is, now I'm going to take a bit of scrap card only because I've already got ink onto these bits here and I don't want ink on it just yet because I'm away to line them up first, show you how you can do it together. So let's take that excess ink. And incidentally, Joe, this is how I clean my stamps.
Okay.
Just to let you know, people say, Craig, what do you do? I don't actually physically go out and clean them. So when they're on our block, once I've used them, what I do is I just tap all the excess ink off and then I remove it off, and that's all that I do. Only stamps I do clean is our big background stamps. I'll clean them with a wet wipe or a baby wipe. But other than that, I tap the excess. And then just to explain this one, to do these both together, Joe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to line that stamp where it needs to go. So lining it one over the top.
Fabulous.
And then lining the bottom one. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to press my stamping platform on, so I've got it in the right place. Then we can ink and we can stamp.
Beautiful. I love this, Craig, because of the possibilities with it. I'm glad to see you're doing 2 of these, as we speak about sometimes. But lots you can do. Nice size aperture. Really lovely to use as a frame for foiling, maybe. Something like your monograms or something like that, Craig. Or, you know, small sentiment stamps that you might want to pop in there. Sorry about the hairy gut. I mean, I've gone full on Lego man again, Craig. Look, it's so square. It's like I've got a helmet on.
Absolutely fine. Although I know what you mean, because I sometimes think that as well with mine currently at the moment. People say, Craig, your hair's fine. But when you're not used to it certain lengths, it's not fine.
No, exactly.
It's not, is it?
Absolutely not. No, it's way too long at the moment. We've definitely got the lockdown look going on, Craig. And I don't think... So I don't think that we're going to be getting our haircuts for a while, you know.
I don't think so.
I think it could be another 6 to 8 weeks maybe, Craig, so...
I know it's everything's due to be like either opened or reviewed.
So we find out, don't we, in the UK, basically, for those of you not in the UK, probably not in the situation, we're on a full lockdown still here in the UK. Schools closed, everything's closed, basically, apart from the supermarkets pretty much, isn't it? But we find out a week on Monday when stuff's going to happen, don't we? So we're looking forward to that.
Well, and say, yeah, looking forward to it, but I kind of already gather what the outcome's going to be.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So we just need to have to grin and bear it. Hey, most of us are safe and we're well, and we can be at home and do a bit of crafting. So that's, you know, we need to be thankful for something, don't we? So what I'm going to do is, we've got our 2 of them now. So what we can do is use them separately, or we can start to overlap them. So
Love
you can
that.
see how we're getting this frameage all the way round. Alternatively, there's nothing stopping you from overlapping them slightly, Joe. They don't need to be a perfect circle. Let's actually show you on here so it really hits home how well it works. So you can have it so it's alternative, so you've got that full circle.
I think that looks brilliant.
Looks good, doesn't it? And that's the way I'm actually going to go with it. But you can still do it so it's offset, because we're going to raise it up with foam pads, so you're still getting more of a natural, organic look. But what I would do then, I would come along and I would colour these with my alcohol pens, simply because I've used my alcohol-proof ink pad. But what we can do is let's just take a couple of bits of mats and layers that I've got here. So let's take our tape runner, and I've just used our white stamping card, our craft card, and also just a piece of green card that comes from our 8x8 texture cardstock.
Fabulous. Hannah Hicks says she'll cut her hair. She's got clippers. Having clippers, though, doesn't make you a hairdresser, we've decided, is it, Craig?
No.
So do you have any experience, Hannah, and are you local to the northeast of England or the northwest? Let us know. We would love to know. Jennifer says, my hair has been growing out since we locked down in March. Wowzers. I bet that's really grown. Hannah Hicks also says she loves this set and she thinks it's the best Nature's Garden collection there is, Craig. It is super cute. Georgina thinks it's one of her favourite. Georgina even loves the packaging. There you go. Sally says, Sally Bond says, Craig, do not give Debbie that new stamping mat. She murdered the last one. She really did. Have you seen the state of it under there?
I'm glad someone else is getting the blame for stuff and not me.
Absolutely.
Being the only guy on the TV team, I'm the one that seems to get the blame for everything.
Yeah, it's not. It's, to be fair, it's normally Debbie Robinson or Sarah that gets the blame for stuff.
I know it's always Sarah that's blaming me.
Yeah. Carol says, yeah, you always do get the blame from Sarah, actually. Carol says, I have this set and I haven't had time to use it yet. So glad you're demonstrating it today, Craig. For Holidays says, hello again. I'm back for more Joe and Craig. Great way to start the weekend. I can't wait for the weekend to begin.
I think that's
I've got that Friday feeling, guys. Diane, that's all we can afford. Yes, well put, Georgina. Diane says, hello, Joe and Craig from Tennessee. Sure, I've missed you today. We'll catch up later. Well, you can catch up anytime, whenever you want. Don't you worry about that, Diane. Melissa says, good morning, good afternoon, everyone. Finally got my birthday stepper card finished. Why don't you send us a picture of it, Melissa? We'd love to see it. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you can send any of the pictures that you want into us, and we will pick up those pictures. So do send them in. It's just down there. You'll see it. We've got some fabulous pictures coming in. Don't forget as well about Galentine's. We want to see pictures of you and your gals. We'll share them over the weekend. Tomorrow we'll pick 6 winners to win some prizes. So we'll get them sent out to you. So 6 chances to win tomorrow. And then on Sunday we're going to pick a load of winners as well. On actual Valentine's Day, we're just going to pick random commenters. So make sure you join us all weekend. You could win some fabulous prizes.
See, because I don't have any shows over the weekend. So when I'm at home and all, of course, showered and changed and dressed and sitting upright in the sofa, lying in bed in my pyjamas, drinking my cups of tea.
Do you have pyjamas? I don't wear pyjamas, you know. I've never owned a pair of pyjamas.
I don't either.
Do you not? No, I've never worn any pyjamas. Never worn pyjamas ever.
That's put a lot of people off their tea, that thought, eh?
Okay, let's just... I might wear a T-shirt in bed, you don't know? Instead? I don't have specific pyjamas is all I'm saying. I don't want to get into what I wear to bed. Let's just move on, Craig.
I can't see you as a T-shirt wearer.
Anyway, you being in bed in your pyjamas, you carry on.
Sorry?
I don't know what you said there, but it was obviously funny because they've gone in the gallery.
No, I just said I can't see you being a T-shirt wearer.
Okay, that's enough. Let's move on. Anyway, you're in bed this weekend in your pyjamas with your sleeping cap on, pipe on the go, I'd imagine.
Yeah,
what are you up to?
I was about to say, if when I'm watching Crafters TV in bed, can I take part of any of these competitions?
No, absolutely not, because it is not open to any of our Crafters Companion employees.
Oh.
Soz.
Well, that just doesn't work well for me then. Zooming back in, here we go. So what I've done is I've done it twice. Now obviously I'm keeping this very simple because it's craft vault, so we need to get through as much as we can. But layering them up side by side, that bit of green card I done was a bit of an off shadow that you can see, and it just breaks up the white against the white. Of course, what you would then do is come along and you would colour that in with either your classics, your tri-blends, your illustrators, or go down your watercolour route, and then decorate it as a stepper card, side easel card, twisted easel card, all these different ones. But it's really effective that you've got that frame within the middle here and popping the sentiment. Add upon those flourishes if you want, because you've got the additional leaves components, but it just works so well. Nice little dinky one. Even if you've got little circle toppers from Hunky Dory, Sarah's Signature, Nature Garden, pop them in the middle. Or what you might want to do is even take, actually, do you know what? Let's do it. Let's go for it. Let's open this one. And I know I've already stamped
Going
these,
rogue.
thank you, but let's take Hugs and Kisses. Now these are all self-adhesive, so all that you just need to do is get to that adhesive part and take in the adhesive. Rightio, so here we go. So we've got our sentiment, and then all that I'm going to do is lift that one up. So it goes to show now, taking in these components from that topper, die cut toppers. Let's put in couple of pads. So whether you're using the stamp and the dies together, maybe you want to come along with these 3D toppers together, pop them in the middle. Let's sit that in here. And then there we go. So incorporating the stamp and the die as well as the 3D topper, come in with a bit of colour if you want, but really, really quite, actually, do you know something, Joe? I quite like that effect. Do you know what I would do is I'd come along now, put it onto a 5x5 card, And it's one of those things, what you could do is you could be looking in, you could be looking out. You've got that dimension that you can see from all corners, and I think it just works well.
Yeah, absolutely. It really does work well. And they make great stoppers for the stacked easel, which is brilliant. So if you use those, I've seen some really awesome woodland animals, stacked easel. Let me take you back through what you're getting in here. This here is your, this is the flourishing floral frame you've just seen demonstrated. You've also got as well, this one here, which is the Woodland Bunny, which is fantastic. You've also then got as well your toppers there you've just seen Craig using, and you've got the 2 sentiments there as well, which is fantastic. Now, £30, $50 or $36 to get your hands on those. We've also got on the show for you as well, this one here, which is your Foil Animals Collection, which is a brilliant price. Something that Craig actually loves. The Hottie Scotty's favourite thing, of course, is his foiling. If you watch the Valentine's quiz we did this morning, you'll know that as well. And in here, amazing price on this, £24, $28 for Platinum members, saving you £27 or $30. So you're saving more than you're spending. Loads of you have been sending your pictures into us. Oh, this is my one again. Let me share this with you. These are friends of mine when I was in Australia last year. Some great friends of mine. That's Trevor I've got my arm around. And then in front of me there is Melissa. And then Michael is there. And then my friend Taylor as well, which is wonderful. Oh, that was last year in Australia, Craig. Good times. You got one from you, Craig. Who's this?
Here's my best friend, Ashley. It's Ashley. That was actually at my leaving party from when I was leaving Scotland to come and move here for County Durham.
Oh, really?
Ashley, really close friend of mine. So yeah, I've not seen her for quite a while. We've got another one, and this is like my bestest friend in the world. We went in at primary 1 together on the very first day, not knowing each other, and we've been best friends ever since. Her and our lovely husband, Danny, my best friend, because I'm so proud because she's pregnant.
Oh, gorgeous. When is she due?
So, round about middle of June.
Beautiful. Nice summer baby.
June, so
great time to have a birthday mid-June,
so
Craig.
I was, to say that I had a huge big lump in my throat when she told me I was over the moon.
Fabulous.
So, yes, that is Carly, my best friend.
Carly, so lovely. What a great picture of you both. You both look fabulous there. Liz Mills has sent in this picture as well. I'd love to know why you're all covered in foam. Don't know what's going on there. Is there any context to this, Georgina? We will find out for you. I mean, I can't imagine what Liz and her friends have been up to there. Anyway, let's move on. Faye sent this one in. Where are they? Are they at some sort of winter grotto?
That's what it's like, yeah.
Oh, right, let's go back to Liz's photo then. Let's go back to one before. There's a story. It was a charity fund, 5K for breast cancer. For which hospital? Where? Yeovil. Sorry, Yeovil. That's your way, George, isn't it? Yeovil District Hospital, down near Exeter. And they've just got out the foam pit. Okie doke, moving on.
Remember the days of the nightclubs with the foam parties?
I was just about to say it takes me back to being in Gran Canaria, Craig, but I didn't. I held it in and then you went there. So, what was Faye? They were at a Christmas craft show. How fabulous. Don't they look wonderful in their matching jumpers?
They do. They really, really do.
Are they Liverpool FC jumpers, or am I making that up?
What's that?
Are they I'm coming around for a better look. Is it a Liverpool football club? No, it's not, is it? I thought it was for a minute.
Do you know what I thought you said, Joe?
What?
KFC.
Is it KFC?
Yeah.
Oh, I love a bargain bucket, Craig. No, it's not KFC. I was saying Liverpool FC. Fab photos, Joe and Craig, says Lynn. The perks of having my son and his girlfriend, a hairdresser, as my social bubble. Getting a haircut tomorrow. Oh, Elizabeth, talk about rubbing it in. My, oh my. Right, that's it. Put a piece of video in. I'm sulking now. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. Sorry, I've had a word with myself, Elizabeth. What I meant was, I'm really happy for you. That was what I meant to say. No, I'm joking, I really am. It's great that you can get your hair cut. See, Craig hasn't had a social, you've not formed a social bubble as such, have you, Craig?
No, not as such. Technically, no. my mum back in Scotland, mum and stepdad, they're still my bubble.
So I guess they're your bubble. My bubble, Lee, right, he can't cook. He lives in the flat underneath. My best friend that lives in the flat below me, basically, can't cook and he can't cut hair. So I really should have thought about this, shouldn't I? I should, next time, if there's another one of these, hopefully it's the last one, Craig, I will make a social bubble with a hairdresser that's a great cook. I've decided that will be the plan. Georgina's living with a hairdresser. Maybe you're sorted, Georgina, you're fine. Right, let's move on. Flower Valadez says... wow, the simple layer concept is blowing my mind. I always learn something new from you guys. What a fun demo. Michelle Nitz, for you, is in the process of making a shaker card. You guys are too funny, says Kay. Rose is loving this technique. Ab says, good eve, chappies. Both myself and my fella are watching you tonight on the big TV, Lo. You talking about PJs? Yeah, we're talking about PJs. What of it, AJ? You know, some people wear PJs, some people don't. I will not be drawn on what I do wear to bed. Anyway, let's move on. Maureen says, I'm tucked under my duvet now watching this. I love that card. Maureen, you are a woman after my own heart. I love a bit of daytime duvet. Lynn says, fab pictures. Great pictures, says Teresa. And Sonia as well. So Lorraine says she will have to send in photos of me and my old friends. We were known as the JLS girls. Ah, there you go. And Elizabeth says, sorry, Joe, your hair looks lovely. Oh, I'm glad you think so. I think it looks awful. Craig's just giving himself a little bit of a restyle over there. Right, those awesome foiling. You do not need an excuse, do you, Craig, to do some foiling? Especially not when it is, well, you're saving double what you're spending here on this collection.
Absolutely not. And the fact is, what you've got as well is you've got the stag. So with the stag, what you can do is go back this morning to Wake Up Call, where we showed you the stag. Actually, did we show you the stag as well in the first craft vault?
We got to it.
No. So if you do want to see the stag, go right back to today where it was used in Wake Up Call with Craig, and we used it then. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to use the papillon, so basically butterfly. So we're going to use the butterfly as well as the dragonflies you've got within the set. These are darker grey, which lets you know that these die cut as well as foil at the same time. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this one off. Now, when it comes to foiling, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the foil press because obviously it's not about the machine, it's about the stamps. You can go across onto, of course, our YouTube or our website where you can get thousands and thousands of hours of foil press tutorials and ideas. But what we do need is we need our metal shim that comes with the foil press. So that's going to go on. What I've already done is popped it up to 38 seconds and it's on low. So metal shim. We're then going to put our papillon butterfly in place, and then while I do the countdown, I'm popping my carbon plate over the top. Just to let you know, popping that on the top, what that is it's my kind of like secure blanket. I like to do that. Leanne doesn't do it, Sarah doesn't do it, Debbie's doesn't do it. I like to just pop it on top as a bit of a secure blanket. Try it if you want. The way I see it, Joe, is as it's heating up, while it's heating up, the heat is expanding and disappearing into the air. Now, I don't want that. I want to retain the heat. That's my logical thinking. You know, I think it makes sense. Maybe it doesn't because I'm the only one that does it. Makes sense to me. I get a good result with that, so that's how I like to do it. But, you know, as Joe would say, you be you, hun. You try it whichever way that you want.
Hun.
You do you, hun.
You do you, hun. Christine says, come to upstate New York. I used to have a cosmetologist license. My daughter does now as well. What on earth is a cosmetologist, Christine, when it's at home? I need to know what that is. Hannah has nabbed this bundle. She loves the butterflies. Good on the schmetterlings. Shannon says, Craig needs a mohawk. I think you'd look great with a mullet, Craig, personally.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
Mullet?
Mullets are back in, you know. I think it's like a bit of a joke, but yeah, there's like a thing where people are giving themselves mullets over lockdown as a thing.
Uh-huh.
Georgina had a mullet 10 years ago. I can't imagine you with a mullet, Georgina.
See, you say mullet, I just think of Pat Sharp.
Mallet. Mullet's mallet.
Mullet. A mullet.
Mullet.
You say mullet, I just think of Pat Sharp.
Oh, okay. Carol says, you guys look awesome. Don't worry about the hair. We're all in this together. We are all in this together. And that is the point. But we're all in some of you have got better hair than some of us. So we need to get that done. Do you know, Craig, we could actually get our hair cut. I'm going to tell you about more of that as we go on.
Are you? Oh, I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. So just to explain what I done is I popped this foil press stamp on. I popped the foil shiny side down, then my cardstock, then I put my metal shim from our Gemini Junior, and then we popped the carbon plate on and ran it through the Gemini. So what we can then do is take this one out, and let's find our pokey tool. Pop this one into place. So what I'm then going to do, so straight away you can see that impression that you've got from the butterfly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the corner, and then, are you ready for this? In the words of AC/DC, are you ready?
Look at that golden schmetterling.
Look at that.
Oh, Craig.
Now, I've done that, Joe.
In one pass?
One pass, but I've done this onto watercolour card.
Oh, boom, banger, bang, Craig.
Do you know why?
Because you're going to do a resist technique.
Well, I'm going to do a bit of ink resist technique, yeah. I'm going to bring in, let's go water reactive, let's go pale fig, and let's go plum pudding. So plum pudding is one that came out within Christmas, not last year, but the year before. Alternative, you could use crushed velvet. So let's layer up our colours here. So what I'm then going to do is let's go over the top. And what's happening is the gold foil, doesn't matter what foil you use, could be gold, it could be silver, turquoise, berry, it could be the icicle, silver shimmer, gold shimmer, spangle, any of these colours, and it's still going to do the resist. The foil is going to resist the colour. So what we can do is we can go round, and then I'm going round with the lightest shade. Usually you'll start with the dark and work to the light, but let's go light on the outside, and then I'm going to go into the mid with the dark, and even just go back and blend those ones out. And then what I am going to do is, if I've got a bit of kitchen roll, because you'll still have little bits of that ink just sitting on top.
You haven't got any kitchen roll, Craig, because I looked for some earlier. I couldn't find any.
I've got a dried baby wipe.
Oh, a dried baby wipe. The glamour. The glamour, Craig.
Glamour. Just, it's kind of like buffing it. I'm buffing it just so that we can get that ink that's just sitting on top of that foil. So we just need to take that away to resist it. And now look at that. So we've got the butterfly, we've inked through it, you've got the resist. I'm wondering though, Georgina, is it worthwhile? Do I have about 50 seconds to show you the waste technique when it comes to...
I think you've got 50 seconds. What do you think, Georgina?
So? Georgina,
what do you think? George, do you think he's got 50 seconds?
Let's do it.
Other George says, yeah, go for it. You've got all the time. Loads of time.
Let's do it then. So what we can do is let's take what you would think is waste. We've got our foil, so don't bin it. So while this comes up to temperature, let's go right up to 45 seconds. So what we need is what is our waste. We also need, Joe, our magnetic shim from our Gemini Junior. So we've got that one. We need 2 metal shims. No, we don't. We need 2 cardstock shims. And I'm just using our white smooth stamping card. So I'm going to cut this down to size. And I'll re-go over this as I'm popping it through. So let's move that one out the way. So then we also need our actual carbon plate. And then what we also need to do is we need to pop in a natural, so this is the cardstock that we're going to foil onto. So let's show you. So we're beeping, we're on low, 45 seconds, and we're good to go. So let's pop our foil shiny side down. So it's the shiny side down. And then let's pop our cardstock over the top.
Everyone's saying how beautiful this is, Craig. People loving it in the comments. Joy's saying, the gorgeous Joy in New York says, beautiful, Craig. One day I'm going to attempt foiling. Sonia, Snooze Sonia says it's absolutely beautiful as well. Diane saying, gorgeous. Sonia says, wow, awesome. Maureen says it's awesome. Gilmore loves it. You are the king of foiling, says Gilmore. So it does make sense to retain the heat.
Yeah. That's what I... Sometimes what will happen is that could be an element that causes overheating, but then all that you just do then is just take off the carbon plate. But 9 times out of 10, I find that it works better by popping that carbon plate on, so the heat's not escaping, it's staying retained, and therefore you get a good foiling. So what I've done is I popped in, just so that you can see again, so we popped our foil, we popped our cardstock, we done our 2 shims of 300 GSM card, we put our magnetic shim, and then of course we popped our carbon plate. So that is between the heat as well as the pressure. Looks gorgeous as it is there, but what we need to do, Joe, is let's pick off that now. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Nothing is left on that, Joe. And we've now got our foiled butterfly. So look at that. So that is the waste. Now you could do it on a bigger bit of black cardstock. Use your nesting dies, do your mats and layers, or even trim it down. But there is, so let's go for, there is the positive, so to speak.
Oh, I like the positive.
Foiled onto white texture cards so that we could do the resist technique with our water reactive inks, then bringing the waste in instead, and you can see. And do you know something? I'm not going to paddle about at that. What I'm going to say is I prefer the waste.
Do you?
To that one, yeah. Yeah, I prefer the
Great
waste.
options. So Rosalind says, you have it bad when you have to listen while you're driving. I think she means to Crafters TV, Craig.
Yeah, I think so.
Loving it. Teresa says that this is awesome as well. There was quite a big bang out there.
Yeah, there was a
Tracy
great
all right? She okay? I'm just going to check that she's fine. Stay there, guys. I know you're worried. I can hear you all worried at home. Are you okay, Tracy? Are you all right? She's all right.
She's all right. You're all right.
She's fine. No one call an ambulance. She's fine.
Good,
I know there's a rather large bang there that you'd have heard outside, but Tracy is fine. Don't you worry. Panda Scruff says, "Oh my, Craig, waist is beautiful. It really, really is. If you want to get your hands on them as well." Snoozy Luja Sonia was asking what was included there. She came in a few seconds late. You've got that gorgeous stag. You've got the wonderful dancing dragonflies. And what you've got here is those schmetterlings as well. 3118 or 3533. Gina says, oh my, I'm going to share this to my Facebook wall, so I have to do it. That's a great point, actually. If you share it to your Facebook wall, click share on the feed, then what will happen is you'll be able to find it at any point. Of course, you can always come back and watch any of our shows back across on our website. Now, the Midnight Rainbow, which sounds like a Miley Cyrus song, doesn't it? It's very, very limited now. You're going to get 24 sheets of the awesome Midnight Rainbow cardstock, which is brilliant, and you're also going to get a fabulous little book in there as well. And it is your little book of moments and milestones. Lots of these, 144 pages in here, which is absolutely beautiful. Although there are less than 30 of these to go around. Awesome. Make sure you grab a hold of those. Now, the Spectrum Discovery Kit over here. Love this. I'm going to get this open actually and show you what's in here because it is beautiful. And these have been so popular. Oh, I was going to give you an exclusive then, and it was almost just about to come out of my mouth. And I realised that no one's talked about it, and I had to check myself. I nearly let you into some big news, and I'd have got in a lot of trouble.
Every time you say something like that, I have to question if I know.
It was about Spectrum Noir products that I've seen on someone's desk today, all piled up. Did you see it? You know the one I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, guys, if you love these, you're gonna love it. Right, that's all I can say. I'm gonna get in too much trouble. So with each one of these, what we've done is we've put this together with a renowned artist. So with this one, we've put this together with Cameron Backus. And it says here, product designer Cameron Backus has been sketching for as long as he can remember. His early scribbles turned into a passion for art and design that later become his full-time career. Cameron's design philosophy is not to produce the most beautiful sketch he can, but to present designs that solve problems. He still believes the fastest, most effective way to communicate an idea is with a sketch. So Cameron, who has forged his career as a designer, is going to take you through everything you need to know. You're going to get worksheets in there as well, which are going to enable you to create, using these five classics and one of our outliners, drawings and detailed sketching such as this. If you know someone that's a budding fashion designer, maybe they are a food illustrator, or they want to be an architect, or they want to do product design. These are the sheets that you get in there as well that you're going to be able, it's going to enable you to colour these up. I love these, look. Oh, look at those. I know.
Imagine getting a kick up the bum with them.
Ooh. Doesn't bear thinking about, does it? Right, let's move. I'll put that back together in a minute. And what you're also going to get in here as well is you're going to get the pumpkin cardstock in there as well, which is that gorgeous burnt orange cardstock that we do. It's just wonderful. I love it. It's the pumpkin one that you've got there. Right, now we're going to go back to Friends. Woodland Friends is the ones we're talking about. Oh, Panda Craft says they have the stag in that foiling collection. Great technique, says Jeffrey. Anna says, every time I see Craig put his arm up explaining the heat expanding, I hear YMCA in my head and keep expecting him to burst into song. Craig, Gilmore says, Craig, could you then die cut that butterfly out of the waist foiling? I missed it if you mentioned it. We'll let you sit. Is that right? Do you want me to say again? So you've obviously, the thing is with the cut and foil dies, they cut and they foil at the same time. Could you then die cut it from the waist? You could, but you'd cut it and emboss it, wouldn't you?
Yeah, you would emboss it, or you would
do you want to give
deboss
it? Have you thrown it away? Yeah, I think you would cut it out. Have you thrown it away? Have you still got it?
So I've still got it.
Do you want to give it a go, Craig?
Will we?
Should we wing it?
Will
we, as in Craig?
Do
you know what? I think it's
really
great. What I love is that our viewers can share ideas with us, and we can do it like that in live, real time. That's what's so awesome about watching us here at Craft TV. Craig's got it, and he's pretty much ready to go already, which is fantastic. Deborah says, I prefer the waist also to the butterfly. Meave, I bought a foil press today. Now I just have to buy a Gemini. She bought a foil press before she bought a Gemini. Great opportunity to get yourself a Gemini, though. What better excuse would you need other than having a fantastic foil press? Panda Craft says, getting something so beautiful out of the waste is like having a 2-for-1. It's a classic twofer, is what it is. So here you go. So you're going to put it through the Gemini rather than the foil press this time?
Oh yeah. I would only put things through the foil press that I am actually physically
foiling at that time.
So what I'm going to do, and do you know something? As much as I love the foil press, I've never tried this before, putting it through without.
I think you could have struck. Here's something here. Could have struck crafty gold here, Craig.
So I'm going to layer it up just like I would do any other die. So let's have a look. You know, and the thing is, I have always said as well, you can emboss using your foil press stamps and use things like your gilding waxes. So let's have a look. Looking good.
Boom, Craig.
Boom shakala.
How awesome. Oh my word, that is brilliant, Craig.
So not only
that's the Crafters TV first right here.
And the foil.
And it's the opposite. So if you've got the other one, the foil's in the opposite places to the other one.
Yep. And then
my word.
What happens is that raised, that embossed area.
That's my favourite.
Is actually the foiled. So it's usually the aperture bits that are foiled. Not in this case. The case is the foiled bits, because it's the waste, that is what's embossed. So all these gold bits are embossed.
And are they embossed or debossed?
They're embossed.
Oh, amazing. So you've foiled and embossed it?
Yep.
That is incredible, Craig.
So we've foiled, we've cut, and we've embossed. And we've embossed the foiling.
How awesome. I mean, I love it. It's absolutely incredible. Gilmore says, thank you so much. Gina says, you guys are adorable. Are we, Gina? Aww. Thank you for that. Right, I was going to tell you about Woodland Friends, wasn't I? And I didn't. Look at his adorable face. He looks like butter wouldn't melt, doesn't he? It would. It'd boil. Now, let me tell you, you've got the gorgeous little Woodland Bunny here. And the great thing is with this, you can cut it out of either side. We talked about making Easter bunting with this earlier, didn't we, Craig? Which I thought was a lovely idea. You've got this one here, which is your flourishing floral frame, which is awesome. Then you've got this one, which is your 3D die-cut toppers. I think they are stunning. You've then got this one, which is your happy birthday. And you've also got with love in there as well. £30.50 or $36 if you want to get a hold of that one. Do you want to build a snowman? You could build a snowman out there today. That's snow. We've had snow on the ground here for 4 days, Craig.
I know.
Actually, do you know what? I think when I came up on Monday, no, there was no snow Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, we've still got snow on the ground out there. It's quite remarkable, isn't it? We've then got this, so it's your Snowflake Collection. So in here you're going to get the Grande Snowflake, which is that one there, and then this one here, which is your Frosted Window. So make sure you grab that one as well. £22 or $28 if you want to go for that one. So make sure you grab that. If you want to go for, Craig, you're going to share with us some inspiration on this one?
The snowflake?
Yeah, please.
I am. And in actual fact, following on when it comes to that butterfly, I'm going to change what I was going to do originally.
Okay.
So what I'm doing is we are still going to focus on the snowflake. But, you know, I know you don't tend to get gold and black snowflakes, but it's given me an idea. So what I'm going to do, Joe, is I've got my black and gold, and I did have a piece of white. Let's go for a white. So I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller. So let's see if I can make this small enough. And I'll tell you the sizes in a minute in case you want to know. I'm going to make this just a tiny bit smaller. So this white layer, I've gone 5.5 by 5.5. This black layer, I've gone 6 by 6. This gold layer, I've gone 6.25 by 6.25. So that, what's going to happen is that's going to mat and layer onto there, but this white layer is going to go onto the backdrop. And what I mean by that is we're going to bring in our snowflake. So this is the frosted window. So we can then position that whichever way that you like. Let's go top and bottom. And
Craig.
What's that?
Boom, bang, bang. Maureen has come through with an incredible idea. She says, could you foil the butterfly on heat-resistant acetate, then layer on top of the foiled waste?
Could you say that again?
So, the butterfly.
Yep.
Foil and cut it on heat-resistant acetate.
Yep.
Then mat and layer it onto the waste as a base. So you'd have the die-cut butterfly with the foiling on. You'd have a piece of acetate on top with the foiling in the same shape,
Got ya.
but in the opposite spaces. What an
Why
idea!
not? Give it a shot.
Yeah, what a great
Give it
idea.
a shot.
Love that. Kathy says she's playing with the Woodland set right now. Good for you, Kathy. Hannah says we make her laugh a lot. Sally is speechless at the butterfly you've just done there, Craig. And Joy says, Craig, fantastic. The lovely Joy. Go back and watch Monday's show if you didn't see Joy on the show.
Oh, she was lovely.
She was absolutely awesome. What are you doing with the rest of your weekend, Joy? Let us know. We'd love to know. I hope you're having a lovely time over there in New York. Oh, I bet it's cold in New York, Craig.
I bet it is.
This time 8 years ago, in fact, I was in New York, Craig.
Were you?
Yeah, and the lake at Central Park was frozen over. It was that cold. And there was just, do you remember, I think it was 7 years ago, I'm pretty sure, or maybe it was 8 years ago, I don't know. It came up on my Facebook memories, and it was when we'd had all of that, we'd had really bad weather here and snow, and we flew out, and then the day after, flights were cancelled literally until the day we were meant to fly back. And there was snow on the sidewalks in the US, because they sort of get the snow plows and it piles up on the side of the street. On the sidewalks, it was like as high as me, the snow, Craig. It was so awesome.
Oh, wow.
So incredible. And then it all melted and went really, really slushy. Which wasn't fun.
It's not as good when it's slushy, is it?
No.
Not as good. I know. Oh, every day I'm always thinking about New York.
You were meant to go last year, Craig?
Last year, yeah, June I was meant to go for the second time I was there. Would be now. It would be, just about 5.5 years ago. I was there with my mum for my 30th birthday.
Oh, nice.
And then we were going to be back there in June last year for my 35th birthday.
Right.
But with everything that has gone on. And I think I explained this the other day on Crafters TV. My initial thought, my idea for New York is first time I went would be summertime. Second time I went would be summertime. Third time I went, it would be the winter time. And then every other time that I get the opportunity to go, I would go whenever. I wanted another...
Why 2 summertimes then 1 winter?
I just wanted to experience New York again.
In the summer?
In the summertime.
Yeah, so I've only been in the winter and now I want to go in summer desperately.
Yeah. So that's the only reason why. So I'm now 1 trip behind. So who knows? And the thing is, we just cancelled it completely because with everything that's going on, we just didn't know,
We'll get there though, Craig.
Well, that's it.
One day we'll get back.
We'll get back. We will there.
One day soon. Don't you worry about that. There's light at the end of the tunnel. But yeah, I mean, we are, I think... Well, all of us as societies, we travel so much these days, don't we? That, to not be able to travel. I was very lucky that I managed to get to Italy within the guidlines. We were allowed to travel to Italy in the summer, and I got 2 little trips to Italy in. I was very, very lucky. Christine Mahoney says, "Oh, it's cold, Joe. Remember that pic of my house I sent you the other day?" Pamela, Christine's got a gorgeous house, absolutely gorgeous. Like I say, I reckon we could all go and stay, but it's probably got a lot of paper pads in it, Craig, so there's probably not anywhere to get in there. Pamela says, Joe, Lake Erie is 76% solid ice right now. It's a very specific percentage, Pamela. 76%. Sorry, guys. Does someone go around with a measuring tape? Is it like on the news every day, like the percentage of ice that the lake is? I'm really intrigued. Teresa says it's 26 degrees Fahrenheit today in New York. I'm terrible with Fahrenheit, Craig. I know that's cold, but I don't know if that's I don't know if that's below freezing. What is freezing point in Fahrenheit? That's a question.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is.
Georgina's going to, she's Googling. You've got heavy on the sequins here, Craig.
I've gone really heavy on the sequins here. So what I have done is I popped that white layer in the middle of our gold. So I have popped it into the middle here, popped loads of sequins in here. I thought we'll go to town when it comes to the sequins. Black card, we cut out our snowflake. What I done is I went all the way around with our foam on a roll, and the only reason I went into there is just so we give it more opportunity to see the sequins, because there's no reason for sequins to go into the corner. So basically, we've blocked it off. So what I can do is take the backing off all the way around here. And I had some, blue cardstock at the side of me I was going to do this with, but I thought what we could then do is if we layer this up, Joe, so let's go that way that I was going to do. So what I'm going to do is let's layer that back over, giving myself that gold matten layer. So press that into place, really, really pressing, so we can get a good form. Look at our gold star snowflake shaker. But then what I thought I could do, let's bring in our butterfly, pop our adhesive, and let's even pop that into the middle. I'm going to pull the wings up. Do you know what? I know it's a snowflake, but you can have it. Look,
it's a schmettel. It's a schmettel flake.
It's a schmettel flake.
It's a schmettel flake.
So you can just pop that onto a card blank, and then you can see. So we've got.
Love that.
Our snowflake. We're mixing it with the waste of the butterfly, and you can see we made it into a shaker as well. Maybe a little sentiment along the bottom.
Shake a fly, shake a fly. No, it doesn't really have the same ring to it, does it?
No.
No, sorry.
What you can do is, don't forget as well, your double-sided adhesive sheets. So that backdrop where I put the white cardstock, cover that with your self-adhesive sheets. What to do is sprinkle the sequence on, press the sequence so it stays in shape, in place. It's not a shaker. So what would happen, instead of seeing all that white, you'll get a backdrop of sequence. So, you know, it gives you that flicker of in the sunlight as well.
Love that, Craig.
So,
Great idea.
Another way in which you can use it.
How fabulous. Joy lets me know that, hi Joe, she planned on making cards all weekend, but her super, I'm guessing a super is like a building manager, I'm not sure. You'll have to let me know, Joy, I don't know what a super is. She says a super has just informed her there is a problem with the gas line in the apartment building and is coming to possibly go through the wall in her kitchen. Oh, well, I hope it gets sorted, Joy. Sounds like a nightmare. Christine says she'd make room for us all if we wanted to go and stay. That is a very kind offer. Hopefully we'll be able to take you up on that one day soon. Carol Coe says, the last 2 times I've been to New York, it was winter. My favourite was at Christmas when all the decorations were up. It was amazing. What is the big concert they have in front of the Christmas tree in like early December? Craig, do they have like a big parade or something?
Macy's, Thanksgiving.
The Macy's, yeah.
Parade.
What is it they do? They do a big concert, don't they, there?
At what, yeah.
Well, is it the lighting of the tree they do a concert for? Pretty sure it is. That was the weekend we were aiming to go this year, back in December, me and some friends, but obviously it didn't happen. Super is like your building manager. I didn't know that.
Superintendent, that's what Trigger is in Friends, isn't it?
Sorry?
Trigger in Friends.
He's a super, yeah. Good point, Craig. Good Friends knowledge there. 32 degrees is Fahrenheit in freezing point. Thank you for that, Will. And Carol said, so pretty, Craig. Love that. Shake a card. Shake a card. We've only got 7 minutes left. 6 minutes left. Whew. Oh, we've got some pickies. Do you have a look at the pickies?
Yeah.
Laurie has sent this one in to us. Oh, I love that, Laurie. Hashtag find your park. Looks like they found it, Craig. I love that. Ah, Joy sent us this one in. This will be Joy and her late husband. Let me know who the rest of the pictures are, Joy. Who's that lovely lady to the right of you there? And those two youngsters, is that your family? Do let me know, Joy. I love that one. And also, Lorraine Platford sends this one in. I do love a cork wedge, Craig, I must say.
Do you?
Look at that. They are looking awesome. The lady on the right doesn't look very happy, though, with the singing there, I must say. Thank you for sending your pictures in of you and all your friends. We absolutely love seeing them. It really, really is so lovely. Right, let's recap everything you've seen on the show. Right. Here, Woodland Friends is what you saw. Really great. Love that Woodland Bunny. Also, really love the flourishing floral frame as well. So you've got the bunny, you've got the frame, you've got those die-cut toppers in there, and you're going to get 2 of those awesome sentiments in there as well, which is absolutely fantastic. You're getting all that, £30.50 or $36. The Gemini foil animals, very, very busy still on those. You've got 3 different elements within there. So you've got the awesome stag. Suzette says Fab Craig card. Fab card, Craig, is what Suzette is saying. There are the foiling dies for you. You've got that stag. You've also got the dragonfly. Do you know dragonflies symbolise new beginnings, Craig? And you've got the papillon in there as well. Yeah. I went for a time, a very poignant time, a few years ago, and I kept seeing dragonflies. And there was loads of them around. And then my life completely changed. Yeah. And I think maybe it was a... Yeah, maybe it's like, maybe when you know you're going to experience something, I think maybe your brain wakes up to seeing things. You know, you see them. So maybe they were always there all along, but you just won't take any notice of them. Maybe, I don't know, is that a bit whimsical of me? I think it's a nice thought.
I do.
You think it's a nice thought?
I do,
yeah. What would you like to see next? Hunky Dory. There is a, do you want a top fact about the name Hunky Dory?
Yeah.
It is also the name of a chain of fish and chip shops in Australia.
Is it?
It is indeed, yeah. Because, hunky dory, it means sort of everything's all right, doesn't it? But I think they have like battered John Dory as one of their fishes in Australia as well. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. We've also, is it a John Dory that's been to the gym? It's a hunky dory. I know, it's terrible. 144 sheets, Georgina's, not mine. 144 sheets here, which is absolutely awesome, as you can see. So limited stock there. Oh, on that one.
Do you want another bit of info about Hunky Dory?
Yes, please.
We've got a day on Wednesday with myself, and we've got brand new Hunky Dory.
Oh, shut the front adorable, scoreable door. Sally says, she says, Joe, that's my beautiful Bobby, who passed away in 2013, and my sister, and also my 2 nieces as well. Joy, thank you for sending that. She's so lovely, Joy. She really, really is. She warms the cockles of my heart. You've got here the Grande snowflakes there, as you can see, which are absolutely awesome. And you've also got here the frosted windows as well. £22 or $28 if you want to go for that. Don't forget as well, also we have for you the Spectrum Discovery Kit. Now, these are fantastic. And here, what you've got is, in there, you've got everything you need. So you've got a brilliant how-to leaflet put together with a renowned artist, Cameron Backus, who is a professional designer as well. Go give him a follow over on Instagram. And then you're going to get in here 5 of our classic markers. Now, you pay more on this just for the markers. The markers are easily worth a couple of pounds each, I'd say. Easily. And then you've got the worksheets in there as well. You've got absolutely everything that you need. Lorraine says it was my 40th birthday, so I had a few too many that night. Whew. The chance would be a fine thing these days, wouldn't it, Craig? Great demos are going, Craig. Absolutely loved all of them, says Lynn Harvey. Craig, you'll be back on Monday, I'm guessing?
I am indeed, so I've got a full day coming up on Monday, kickstarting of course, Wake Up Call with Craig, 9 a.m. here in the UK, 4 a.m. Eastern Time, 1 a.m. Pacific Time. We're going to have Adam on the show, he's going to be popping in, so usually you hear him in the ear, but he's going to be popping in, so Liam's going to be stepping in from him. Of course, we've got Laura as well, but it's going to be a great day on Monday on Crafters TV. I cannot wait.
Yes, it will be. Don't forget, you've got a great full weekend of stuff. I know Ben is here with you for the next 3 days. Fiona, I think, is here up for the weekend as well. So it'd be really lovely to check in with Ben and Fiona. Make sure you do that tomorrow. They'll be up with you at 11 a.m. for Craft Vault. I will be back here on Tuesday with Craft Vault with you.
Yes.
Awesome. You're my first and last. You're my last and first, Craig, which is awesome. And then I'll be up with, of course, Softer Side and also, of course, Launch Party as well. A whole fabulous weekend awaits. I hope you have a brilliant time. You deserve a few days off from me now. You've had me for 5 whole days. Happy Galentine's, happy Valentine's, happy all of the other things. I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and I'll see you back here on Tuesday. Make sure you join Craig on Monday for, of course, Wake Up Call. Big thanks to the team next door in the gallery. Big thanks to all of you guys at home as well, and of course, a huge thanks to Craig and Tracy. See you Tuesday.
Bye.